This verse speaks loud and true to every human being. It's a clarion call, urging all to join forces in helping those in need, regardless of color or creed. Founded on the core values of charity without borders, Muslim Aid Australia was established in 1989 by a group of Muslim Australians in Sydney. They saw the increasing urgency of some of the world's most distressed and poorest people, those ravaged by wars, natural disasters and poverty. Then answered the call by establishing an international humanitarian organization that is Sharia compliant. This means careful consideration of recipients' needs, following up with a supply of halal products, and above all, ensuring speedy and effective delivery of aid to troubled areas. Muslim Aid Australia is on a mission not just to provide donations whenever the need arises. It goes further to tackle the root causes of poverty through developing long-term projects including water provision, education, income generation and healthcare. Indeed, the saying rings true. Give a man a fish and you feed him for a day. Teach him how to fish and you feed him for life. Muslim Aid Australia aims to provide humanitarian emergency and relief supplies by identifying and addressing the needs of communities affected by war, famine and natural disasters, developing and initiating programs that enable recipients to generate income, and conducting and coordinating appeals and campaigns to address those needs. With that in mind, Muslim Aid Australia's main objectives are to carry out and send humanitarian relief aid to developing countries and in emergency situations to all people overseas. This is done in keeping with the ideals of Islam, following the teachings of the Holy Qur'an and the Sunnah of the Prophet. To achieve these objectives, Muslim Aid Australia dispenses aid in the form of food, clothing and medical supplies. The beneficiaries include victims of natural and man-made disasters such as earthquakes, flood, tidal waves, volcanic eruptions, drought, political oppression, and acts of warfare. The elderly and disabled. Children and orphans in need of medical care, material essentials, and education. Refugees and displaced persons who have no place to go and nobody to turn to. Sticking by its promise of transparency, Muslim Aid Australia became the only Muslim non-governmental organisation signatory of the Australian Council for International Development or ACFID in September 1997. It has also gained the status of tax deductibility for all donations it received after 2001. Over the years, Muslim Aid Australia has become the vehicle for Muslims in Australia whereby they can fulfill their religious obligations and in turn give back to society. Such obligations are performed via various programs including Zakat, Fitrah, Fidya, Akika and Qurban. Special appeals are also organized whenever calamity strikes. The South Asia Quake Appeal, Asian Tsunami Appeal and Niger Famine Appeal amongst others. In between emergencies, Muslim Aid Australia continually carries out long-term development programs that sustain impoverished communities across continents. The programs cover education, ensuring that children everywhere are afforded the opportunity and basic materials to study. Health, sending out medical supplies and health assistance to war-stricken and natural disaster zones. Post-disaster infrastructure and development, rebuilding and restoring broken lives. Agriculture, creating sustainable ways for recipients to earn their living and supporting them with skills training and starting equipment. Water and sanitation, combating water shortages and reducing associated diseases by constructing water wells, storage tanks and pumps. Micro-enterprise, empowering recipients to work and support their families by providing access to seed capital for small business startups. To further expand its donor base and range of activities, Muslim Aid has established a regional office in KL, Malaysia in December 2004. Besides carrying out fundraising activities to specifically address the critical needs of disenfranchised people in the Southeast Asia and Far East, the regional office also seeks to conduct businesses that will benefit Muslim communities worldwide. Its central location in the heart of Southeast Asia enables close contact with an extensive network of other local NGOs across the region. As such, relief aid can be channeled out swiftly to the communities most in need with the cooperation of these agencies and an excellent ground support. Muslim Aid Asia's expert staff not only has first-hand knowledge of Asian crisis, they are favorable placed to mastermind and execute workable solutions. Where catastrophe hits, Muslim Aid aims to be the first on the scene, as it was with the Asian tsunami crisis. When lives are ravaged and hope is lost, it aims to restore dignity to all. Muslim Aid's firm stance is not just to respond in times of crisis. Traumatized victims of nature's blows need more than just hit-and-run handouts. Muslim Aid goes beyond donations to help pick up the broken pieces in people's lives and secure a future of possibilities for them. It's returning a semblance of normalcy and order back into their distraught world. Setting aside differences of race, gender, religion or political differences to help one's fellow brothers and sisters in need, all by the grace of Allah. Indeed, for those who give in charity, men and women, and loan to Allah a beautiful loan, it shall be increased manifold, and they shall have a liberal reward.